A new memorial space has opened in Seoul's Gwanghwamun Square for the more than 300 people who died on board the Sewol-ho ferry, whose sinking in 2014 was Korea's worst ever maritime disaster. The new memorial replaces an altar that had been there for almost 5 years. The city of Seoul says this space will be more than just a reminder of the tragedy. Our Choi Si-young takes us to the scene.
At the opening ceremony for the new memorial, Seoul Mayor Park Won-soon said he could not leave the space empty after the original altar was removed. Because the sinking of the Sewol-ho was more than a disaster, it prompted Koreans to ask what the purpose of their government is.
Here I affirm that our country can never allow such a disaster to happen again. We should continue to use this space for commemoration and to remember the very reason our government exists.
So the space isn't just for the Sewol-ho ferry disaster, it symbolizes a commitment to making the country safe. Under the theme of memory and light, this memorial space brings people together to remember the victims of the Sewol-ho ferry disaster. People are invited to see not only photos of those who died, but also paintings commemorating the efforts of their families to find out what really caused the tragedy. People can also watch a video showing a timeline of events from the day of the tragedy to the removal of the altar. They can also experience an entirely different feeling in a space that's completely closed and lit only by candles. This artwork, the city says, is supposed to encourage a feeling of solace.
This space is meaningful because in our daily lives, it helps us citizens be more aware of disasters.
This space needed to be made so that we never see something like the Sewol-ho disaster again.
A memorial service will take place this Saturday here in central Seoul ahead of the 5th anniversary of the ferry's sinking, next Tuesday, April 16th. Choi Si-young, Arirang News.